Good morning. Today is the 27th of October. I'm going to be reading Proverbs 27. Proverbs 27 says, "Boast not thyself of tomorrow." What does that word boast mean? Boast, definition.
Here's the definition of boast: talk with excessive pride and self-satisfaction about one's achievements, possessions, or abilities.
So boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth, lest another man praise you, and not thy own mouth. A stranger. Actually, hold on. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth. A stranger and not thy own lips. A stone is heavy and the sand weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than both. Wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy? What does that word envy mean? Envy.
Here's the definition of envy:
Envy, definition.
Here's the definition of envy: a feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck.
Open rebuke is better than secret love. What does that word rebuke mean? Rebuke.
Here's the definition of rebuke: express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions.
Verse 6, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kiss of an enemy are deceitful. The full soul loatheth an honeycomb, but to the hungry soul every bitter thing is sweet. As a bird that wandereth from her nest, so is a man that wandereth from his place. As a bird that wandereth from her nest, so is a man that wandereth from his place. Wandereth. Wander. Google's being difficult this morning. Wandereth. To wander, just to leave for no good reason. Verse 9, ointment and perfume rejoice to the heart. So doth the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. Thy own friend and thy father's friend forsake not. Thy own friend and thy father's friend forsake not. Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of calamity. For better is a neighbor that is near than a brother far off. My son, be wise and make my heart glad, that I may answer him that reproacheth me. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. A prudent man hides from evil. But the simple pass on and are punished. Take his garment that is surety for a stranger, and take a pledge of him for a strange woman. He that blesseth his friend with a loud voice, rising early in the morning, it shall be counted a curse to him. A continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. Whosoever hideth her hideth the wind, and the ointment of his right hand, which bewrayeth itself. Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpeneth iron. So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. So all that to say that we want to be sharpening our friends, not putting them down. Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored. As in water, face answereth to face, so the heart of man to man. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. As the fining pot for silver and the furnace for gold, so is a man to his praise. Though thou shouldest bray a fool in a mortar among wheat with a pestle, yet will not his foolishness depart from him. What's that word bray mean? The loud, harsh cry of a donkey or mule. Though thou shouldest bray a fool in a mortar among wheat with a pestle, yet will not his foolishness depart from him. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds. For riches are not far ever, and doth the crown endure to every nation? Every nation? Question mark. The hay appeareth, and the tender grass showeth itself, and herbs of the mountains are gathered. The lambs are for thy clothing, and the goats are the prince of the field. And thou shalt have goats' milk enough for thy food, for the food of thy household, and for the maintenance of thy maidens.